Shirley and Marvin, the leads in Columbus. It's more difficult to cast them for Columbus because their parts in Columbus are much bigger and much more difficult to sing. So they have to primarily cast them for that. It becomes this jigsaw puzzle of who's going to play what in different shows. They swap them round sometimes, so sometimes different characters from Greece will play different characters from Columbus depending on their aptitudes and their vocal strengths and everything like that. Usually the guy that plays my part in Spontaneous Teen Angels will play Mr. Prim in this because it's a character part, a la Zazu from The Lion King. Kind of, yeah. He's very, special. You'll see. And then a number of the other characters, you know, cross over as other characters. So, for instance, Sandy from Greece is playing one of the Novella twins. You've got four girls who play the kind of muses, if you will, the Greek chorus. Yes, like the ones from Hercules. They're like the singers in the background, kind of telling the story.
And that kind of works with all the casts. So Aqua cast there, 2 shows Fine Line, and Private House, that's the same cast. And Ice to a point, although we've got a new cast on at the minute. Who the new cast know ice skate. The old cast, they're still learning 1887. So they're doing that now, and they leave in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. So there will be a point at which that happens with us in end of June, start of July, when we hand over Columbus. No, we hand over Greece first to the incoming cast, and then they'll be doing that for 2 weeks, and we won't. So we'll have a few more free days, and then eventually we'll leave and hand over both shows to them because they'll have to cross over.
Have you ever had something like funny and awkward moments like during performance with audience or something crazy going on?
There's always something going on, absolutely.
The tech run's always without audience, so if anyone's going to do something, it's normally in the tech run.
There are many
It's within
mistakes, of course, you know, things, people forget lines, problems happen, people forget props, things in the audience happen. You never know what's going to happen. Of course, sometimes you get audience members who decide to make themselves known as well, so that's always fun. So no 2 shows are the same, which is good, because of course it keeps up fresh for us as well.
Well, that's how bloopers come, and it's just it's
Well, we have an extensive blooper reel. Yeah.
You have a video, some DVDs of it or something?
We have, every show is filmed. You can see that there's certain cameras around and things. We sometimes, on the pillars at the back there, we sometimes have it 3-cam filmed, from 3 once a month. But also, every show is filmed from the back. Every show is filmed because myself and the acting, because I'm the acting captain, and then there's a dance captain and a musical captain who have to watch the shows back to note the shows, to give notes to the cast, to let them know if they're doing things right or wrong or bad or good or whatever's happening. And then from them we also get to snip them and keep the bloopers. At the end of the year we'll have quite a long blooper video, I'm sure.
How's the shift like, being an employee? Like, usually kind of walked into the slot hall this morning, getting off the shift. So
Oh, you walked into the mess.
yeah.
Oh, or did you go into the shop? You saw the
Floor
shop.
2.
It's probably,
Cafeteria in front.
yeah, you went to the cafeteria, the mess. Yeah, it's great. It's fine. You know,
It's free.
honestly, it's good. You know, it's the mess is, for want of a better description, like a simplified version of the Windjammer. You know, it's a buffet, and we kind of have very similar food. You know, there.
We're actually quite lucky on the ship that it's 24 hours.
Yes, 24 hours. So there's always,
food every time of day.
because everyone's got different schedules. And of course there are some staff that are working through the night to clean the ship while everyone's asleep, and of course they have a different schedule. For us as well, we've got 2 Columbus tonight, so it's awkward for us to eat. We kind of have to eat before or in between, and the mess is always there for us. Everyone has different staterooms, of course. We all have staterooms, depending on what you do in the ship. Some people bunk together, some people have their own cabins. It depends on what you're doing within the show and what your roles are and what your duties are. But we're looked after.
Very nice.
Oh yeah, no, it's nice. I mean, it's all good. You know, it's of course, as I said, some of the cabins are going to be bigger than others, but that depends on what you're doing. You know, let's say the Danny and Sandy, they're going to be the leads in Greece. They've got slightly nicer cabins, and then ensemble members, our dancers, a lot of them it's their first job. Some of them will have a much smaller cabin, or they'll be bunking together. They'll be sharing a cabin, but they're nice. They're decent. They've got a nice.
We bunk together. We are roommates. So. You just get used to each other. We like each other. That's quite key.
The worst thing was if you had to live with someone that you didn't get on with. That would be.
We have quite similar personalities. We'll get on.
So I think as a team we generally all get on quite well. I don't think it's anyone. So it's quite nice.
What does your kind of daily schedule look like? You get up in the morning, then
It changes
sometimes it's the
so
afternoon.
greatly. So like yesterday we were up at 8 AM, we had to take some scaffolding to somewhere, but again we had to get up today at 9:30 for the tech.
I was definitely awake at 8.
You were awake at 8 this morning. For example, this week we have is leading up to Easter Sunday, so we have different services in.
That's okay. Glad
Fine,
you enjoyed
thank
it.
you. Yeah, like services and things. Jenny can change every single week to week, day to day, different bands, different days. It's never the
Sometimes
same.
one Tuesday you'll get up for a 10 o'clock shift, another Tuesday can be a 12 o'clock shift. So it'll kind of, it's generally the same stuff, but sometimes different people are setting up the band and things, different people do it, but then you kind of always know if you've got a Greece or Columbus, you'll be in for that.
That's always the same.
All the stuff kind of rotates around. But it can vary. But like last night we finished 1 AM.
1 AM, yeah. 1 AM last night. So putting this beauty on the stage.
Tonight it'll be about 11.
And there, when's the last show? Is 10:30 tonight.
Oh, simple.
No, 10:15.
10:15,
So we'll finish,
so we'll finish
just after 11.
Just 11. With the preset, so midnight, around midnight, you'll be finished. Honestly, depends on the day.
Anyone else?
Areas.
Any more questions?
Thank you. Anyone wish to ask?
Thank
you.
you.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Thanks for coming and checking us out. You've seen a little bit more. You've seen this. Don't give the secret of the ship away to anyone else.
For Columbus, if you're coming tonight or tomorrow, if you sit about 5 rows back, it's like the best seats
Yeah.
in the
That's
house,
the
just so you can
information.
see the entire ship. If you sit too far forward, sometimes it's tricky to see all the action on the ship. So.
Yeah, I agree with that. But
Especially because we have all
this
these
is one
lights
that's
on the
better.
front, aren't there, for Greece?
Because that's
They've
where they
come in
put
just
the,
for Columbus. Sometimes
stuff.
they add a couple more settings.
What's your role? What's your role?
In tonight,
Yeah.
Oh, you'll spot
Mr.
him.
Prim.
You'll
You
spot
won't
him.
be able to miss me.
It's the one in the tights.
I'm the one in a very fetching pair of orange tights and a bob wig. So yeah, I play Marvin's erstwhile butler-esque kind of character. I'm his reluctant carer, shall we say? Who then becomes
We seen you last
gets
week.
oh right, you saw it, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
so yeah,
yeah, so I'm-
we know.
It's a good role. Looks fun. Looks good fun.
yes,
You
it
have
is.
fun.
And once I get on the stage, this is one of the more challenging shows because the nature of the show, and for us, for me, Shirley and Marvin, means that once we get on the ship at the start of the show, we don't get off. We're on stage for the whole thing, so it doesn't let up. But it's great fun.
It's a very fun show.
Yeah, it is. Isn't it? Yeah. I'm pleased to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Fab.